You can't attach yourself to me. Forbid you.
He was hung.
Oh my God, he was hung? We are on our way through the woods to the infamous Hell's Bridge. Spend some time with the dead.
On demand almost. We'd be like, hey, can you like touch the duck or make it go off? And it would just start lighting up and going crazy.
Why should we be afraid of you?
I'm here to tell you about the story of Hell's Bridge. It's currently where I'm sitting. And the lore behind this rickety, in the middle of the woods bridge is pretty infamous in Rockford, Michigan. The story goes, in 1840, when the town was first bustling and arising, there was a string of missing children. With this string of missing children, the town met at the local church. A man named
ELIAS FISKE
went to the front of the church and said that we need to rid the demons in this town that are taking the children and doing God knows what to them. So, with this heroic speech, the town rose up and decided they were going to put on together a search mission to find the missing children. Well, with a kidnapper running rampant on the town, the townsfolk didn't want to leave the children by themselves in their homes. So, the man who rose the town together,
ELIAS FISKE
a school teacher, kind man, watched the children for the night. As the parents made way to the woods to look for the missing children,
ELIAS
demons came forward. He took presumably 5 children, put ropes around their waists to not let them get away from him, and lured them to this section of the river right here. When they got to this section of the river, there was a stone bridge, they say, in this location before the metal bridge. And the children could smell something awful.
ELIAS
Moved away some branches and leaves. What the children saw horrified them, as it was all of the missing children in a shallow grave. He then presumably, one by one, killed each of the children he was in charge of. He mutilated their bodies in front of one another and threw their bodies into the river. At this time, the families had returned back to
ELIAS
home, where they realized that the children
ELIAS
were missing. They then took to the woods to locate their missing children, as they realized they had made a terrible mistake. As they approached a section up the river not far from here, they seen the children's bodies floating down the river. As they made their way upstream, they ended up locating
ELIAS
in the river, covered in blood. The townsfolk were enraged. They had found the kidnapper, the murderer, the serial killer,
ELIAS FISKE
red-handed. They then took the very rope he tied their children up with, and it is said they either hung him from the bridge that was once here, or they hung him from the very tree that I'm sitting on. This tree has recently fallen over in the past couple years, and it has been a spot of demonic symbols. And that goes because this legend says before they hung him from the bridge,
ELIAS
said that the demons made him do it. Now, stories of demonic entities have said to roam Hell's Bridge, but it makes you wonder, is the history of this bridge true? The bridge is located on Fiske Road. Well, history says that it is just a legend.
Elias
Fiske never existed. There was a Fiske family that arrived in the Rockford area in 1910, many years after the story of Elijah Fiske and the murdering of those 5 children here at this bridge would have taken place. Now, is it just a story told for generations, or is it a story that was told because it's true? Tonight, we are going to find that out. You may be asking, Riley, where's Trevor? Well, Trevor's not here. This is a solo mission tonight. I will be here all by myself. Many people have said they've heard ghostly voices, screams of children, and kayakers have said they have felt feet. Their feet get tugged. Is any of that true? Or is it just a legend? As night approaches, we're going to find those answers. And we'll see if there is a demonic entity here. We can see the red eyes. We can hear the screams. Let's get to it then.
All right, so I don't know if there's people out here or not. There is a car here. We are on our way through the woods to the infamous Hell's Bridge. It is a treacherous path. All right, so we've made it to the bridge. There might be people out here. I do see a light down the river there, so I don't know if you can pick it up on the camera or not, but it's potential we might see some people. There's a car parked out here, but let's get to some ghost hunting, eh? All right, just set the Spirit Talker app down. It just said creepy. It's the first thing it said. Spirits, my name is Riley again. Here to communicate with you. The rumor is that there's dark things at this bridge. Is this some kind of portal? Again, you can use this device here to communicate with me. You move things. Do you think that I'm gonna find that creepy? That you can move things? Blanche. Is your name Blanche? I don't understand what that means. Could you tell me your name? Bernadette. Hello, Bernadette. Should I be worried? Should I believe the legends of the demons? Are there things out here I should be worried about? Bernadette?
was hung.
Oh my god, he was hung? Are you talking about Elias? Is the story...
Ivy.
Ivy? Was his real name Ivy? Legend says Elias Fiskle was hung from this tree. And it just said he was hung. Would you like me to get you another type of device that you can use to communicate with me? Try an EMF detector maybe? I don't have a REM pod with me tonight, unfortunately.
Don't tell people.
Don't tell people. Do you not like people coming out here? Is this sparking all weird? That's interesting. If there's a spirit here with me,
Recording.
recording. Can you touch that green light? Make it change to a different color for me? No, you can do it.
Deep.
You can try really hard. Ivy or Bernadette, can you please touch that green light for me? Make it change colors. I need to know you're really here with me.
Found.
Change to the red light because of bugs. It says found. Is this where they found the bodies? Is this where they found Elias? Where he killed the children?
Sign.
Sigh. Like, maybe they're saying like, sigh, like, yes, this is. Maybe they're saying like, sigh, yes, this is
My happy place.
my happy place. I can't think that this would be a happy place. Do you come here to get alone? Okay, because I was just trying to set up another light. It's like good and evil here on the Spirit Talker. Nothing else is really going on yet. It's so muddy. I'm trying to. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God, no, I fell in the water. That's great. My foot is soaked. That's fantastic. Attach. All right, so now I'm down a shoe. That's fantastic. That's just great. You can't attach yourself to me. I forbid you. You touch that green light for me. Okay. I got the GoPro set up on that, so if that goes off, now I can. Catch that while you guys see me. It's very hard to do this stuff by yourself. Now I got a wet sock and a wet shoe. So that's fantastic. And by wet, I mean soaking. Can you touch that green light for me?
Help me.
How can I help you? I can only help you if you answer my questions. And I need you to make that device light up. The one with the green light.
Disaster.
It can't hurt you. It won't be a disaster, I promise you. Man, bugs are terrible. It's probably a terrible decision, but I'm gonna try to grab that light again. likes to hurt people.
Amelia.
Amelia. Who's Amelia? Alright, I gotta set this down.
Sound.
Can you make a sound for me?
I'm glad you're here.
You're glad I'm here. I need you to do something for me though.
She killed me.
Who killed you? Can you tell me her name?
It's difficult.
Is it difficult to make that device go off? It's kind of going off right there. Okay. Okay, let's try a little ghost tube. Now, if you know me, this phone that I use has no cell service. So, ghost tube shouldn't have anything come through it because it's not connected to the internet. We're using ghost tube Vox. Okay. This is a similar type of device, but I can actually hear your voice through this. Can you communicate with me through this device? Can you tell me your name? Can any of the spirits tell me if the legend is true? Or is it just an urban legend? Sorry, I heard a car, but I can maybe see the people. Interesting. Nothing. You know, if you haven't yet, it's a great time to like and subscribe. Right there. Like, subscribe. Doing this by myself, night crew. Just so y'all know, I'm not crossing that bridge. It's way too sketch. It feels like it's... the metal is about to break. I went like halfway across it earlier. Now that I've fallen in once, I'm not doing it again. Maybe like slow it down or something, I don't know. Any spirits here? You just gotta talk through that device right there. I'll be able to hear your voice. Nothing. That's interesting. We usually get something. Okay. Try a little voice recorder session here with the phone to see if we get anything. Alrighty. If there's any spirits here with us, I set my device back down. If you could yell into it, I'll be able to hear you. Is the legend true? Did old Elias actually hang those? Did old Elias actually get hung here? Doesn't look like there's anything. If there's any spirits cops here with us. I set my device back down. We could yell into it. I'll be able to hear you. Was the legend true? Did old Elias actually hang those? Did old Elias actually get hung here? Nothing. We're running out of options here, peeps. EMF hasn't gone off. Bugs are getting annoying. Spear talker was going. There's a lot of nonsense though. The he was hung part was interesting. Trevor has a lot of our cooler devices. I do have, if I can find it, Ovulus. We'll try that. Probably gonna say a couple things off the rip, like it usually does.
Rhonda.
Well, calibrating, it's usually what it does. It says a couple things. Alright, I set another device down. You can use it to talk to me, similar to the other ones. Who's here with me right now? Am I alone?
Lagoon.
Makes no sense. God, the bugs are terrible. See how long I can put up with the bugs. Let that run. Try like a S-Box session or something, if I can find it. Okay. Try another device here.
S-Box. Scanning.
Till we find one that you like. Difference near Deering.
Scanning. AM.
Can you talk through this device for me? Share, rolled. Again, those are making no sense at all. Poltergeist. I'd like to hear your voice. None of these devices can hurt you. They're just communication tools. I can't see you or hear you. It's got the chills, but I don't know what that is. It's starting to get a little colder, so. Oh my god, this is terrible. Can you speak to me through this device? Nothing. This is, I would say, not totally surprising, because I really didn't think this place was that haunted anyways. I think it's just a scary, scary story. Really fucked up, scary story. Present rent. So, I don't know. I'm kind of fed up with this place already. But honestly, I think it's time to call it. Not really much going on here tonight. Probably gonna be a shorter episode, but thank you all for joining us. My name is Riley Clark. This is What Goes Bump Tonight. And remember, to keep your ears and eyes open where it really goes bump in the night. Peace. Don't forget to like and subscribe.